Three, two. Welcome back to WFPN, man. It's another chilly Monday, nice fall day. We're here talking to movers and shakers and tastemakers. Y'all know the drill by now. And this brother here that's with us fits that at every description. I want you to please introduce yourself and tell our audience what you do.
First of all, pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. My name is Oshan. I'm a DJ and event curator based out here in Austin, and yeah, that's what I do.
I love it, man. Well, it's nice to meet you. We're going to clap it up for Oshan being here, man. And eventually we'll have to bring you by the actual station. But today we're doing this through the power of the internet. So I'm so excited. Oshan, can you tell us, what it was that got you interested or got you started with doing events and like being in entertainment? You do a lot.
Yeah, for sure. It started back, I want to say it started back in 2022, towards the tail end of 2022. And this was not too long after I had moved to Austin. And let's just say there was a gap that needed to be filled. And it was just all about taking responsibility and not having to wait for, the next person to solve a problem that we all had. And that was basically just putting on more events. At least when we started, it was specifically Afro beats because there was barely any time and there was barely any places I could go consistently and hear Afro beats. And it was just a problem, living in
Things are
Austin.
a bit different now, huh?
It's so different. So different. So yeah, it actually started from that. We started off doing just very small scale events. What we do before is we just like play like a bunch of like classic Afrobeat albums, invite a bunch of our friends, and pull up. We just have a good time, and we started seeing more and more faces, and it was just clear that there was a demand for it. And we started putting on parties. The following year in 2023, we were official partners with Afrotech. We did a bunch of events with Afrotech in Austin. And yeah, we just kept on doing events over and over again. And I guess like the brand started to like, really solidify and people started, resonating towards the things that we were doing. And that eventually got us to where we are now. So it's like slightly we're going on 3 years now, actually,
Awesome.
this month. So yeah, it's been quite a journey. And yeah, just glad that it's still going.
It's so cool to hear about the ways Afrobeats is opening doors for a lot of the creatives and curators in Austin, because sometimes it's easy to get lost in the thick of like something that big, right? But it sounds like you guys kind of found your niche and carved it out and continued to grow from that. Speaking about Afrotech, I remember one of the first Afrotechs that came to Austin, or right around that time, Mr. Easy. I don't know if you're familiar with that artist, but Mr. Easy was actually one of the like artists that was like heralded and promoted that he was coming to Austin. And I remember thinking like, if they're starting with him, it's only going to get bigger. Like
Right.
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
So you guys go from just doing like maybe one-off events or maybe weeklies or monthlies to now what looks like pretty like curated and polished concerts. I saw the show with Cobain, who's like a really popping artist right now. Can you talk about a little bit how you guys made that transition?
Yeah, I think, just being in entertainment, you kind of have to be flexible, right? And you always have to think about innovative ways to make people want to come to your events. And part of that includes, putting on live shows. So it's definitely a pivot from like what we started with, which is just like typical parties. But obviously, like there's also an opportunity there for that, right? So, um, not too long ago, I want to say a few weeks back, we had a deal in Austin pull up to play a DJ set for our event, which was like really amazing. And that was like probably the biggest indication that we could probably keep doing this. And the opportunity came around to get Cash out in Houston, but not just Cash, Cobain, DJ Tunes as well, who is
DJ Tunes, I saw that.
yeah, so the opportunity came around for that, and we really hopped on that because we believe that obviously like we love these artists, but the people that also come to our events, they will definitely get to appreciate that. So that's kind of how that came about.
That's great to hear, man. And I love the venue. I've been to Houston. I've been to the address. You guys picked an amazing venue. It's going to be crazy. You got a great sound system, great facility. Is there anything that people should know about the Cash Cobain show? People who are interested in attending it, is there anything they should know about it specifically?
For sure. So I just want to make it clear that Cash is going to be performing.
Nice.
It's not just going to be like him being in the club in a
Right.
section or
Right.
whatever. He is going to be performing. So this is an announcement to everybody that listens to Cash's music, myself included. I'm a huge fan of his music. So he's
Okay.
definitely going to be performing. Just getting that straight. Everybody else on the lineup is DJs. The address is very party oriented, like you said. So we want to like get that fine mixture and balance between like, just going to a party, but having like, a really good artist put on a really nice performance. So that's what it's going to be. Cash is going to be, performing. DJ Tunez is going to be performing as well.
Nice.
I'll be
You got my boy Jamie on there?
Yes, sir. We got Jamie Dredd, DJ
Yes.
Annie, Aze, and myself. So we've been, we're just supporting acts, DJing, getting the crowd going. But yeah, we expect to have a really an amazing time, at the event. And, just to top it all off with the DJ sets, we're going to have like a special performance from Cash. So I'm really excited and looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an amazing event.
Absolutely. I have family in Houston, so I'm trying to come out there for. I think Halloween is more fun in Houston anyway, so I'm gonna make the trip. Jamie's my guy. I've never seen you DJ, but it'll be my first time, and I'm happy to see you too, man. I love the whole the combining of African American and Afro experiences because I feel like we're stronger together. There was a time in Austin. I don't know what year did you get to Austin?
It was late 2021, so I moved around November 2021.
So I was born and raised in Austin, and there was a time where like Africans went here and African Americans hung out here. We partied separately. We kind of did our own things separately. And so stuff like this, not only just in Houston, but in Texas as a whole, it's reminding us that like, hey, we all kind of like some of the same stuff. We can go to the same parties, we can go to the same clubs, and that makes the diaspora even stronger.
Right, absolutely.
I want to commend you for encouraging that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Absolutely, man. Like, it's all about like just awareness. That I think that's the biggest shift that I've seen is the more we are aware of like the similarities that we have, the more that fosters unity and us being in the same spaces, curating events for each other where we can coexist in the same spaces. And this is a great example. This event is a great example of that. So I'm super excited, and we expect to see a very diverse crowd, right? So that should definitely be great.
Yeah, and low key, Houston was the first time I ever partied in my life where I felt like I was around more Africans. So yeah. You guys picked the right place. This is going to be amazing. Tell the people one more time, date, and where they can get tickets or information from.
So the date is going to be this Thursday, October 30th. The link to the tickets are in Afro Express's bio. We felt very reasonable and fair with the prices of the tickets. So we hope you all can take advantage of that. Grab tickets. Obviously, the earlier the better, right? You want to get a section with your friends. We have options for that, but this is going to be very much optimized for the people that just want to come and have a good time and dance, right? But if you want to have a section with your friends, you might as well do that, right? That's cool. That's cool too. But we are anticipating a great experience for anybody showing up by yourself or with a group of friends. It's going to be a great time.
That's why I was happy when I saw the venue because Address is a good mix of the section crowd. If you want to come with the group and get bottles, there's that. And then there's also a good section of Address that's like carved out for, maybe groups of two or one-on-ones or things like that. And so congratulations, Oshan. I'll see you there. And WFPN, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with our next guest. Yeah.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, let me stop the recording real quick.